Check this out, baby.
Malibu area. If confirmed, it would be the fire's third known victim. Take a look at this. A surveillance camera capturing the final moments of a house in Malibu as the wildfire closed in last week. Embers swirling in the wind. The homeowner told our Fox station KTTV he got his family out safely with just the clothes on their backs. But the house they just remodeled months ago is gone.
Concerned that even though we don't see a whole lot of open flame, we see a lot of smoke in this area. In that smoke are those embers and those ashes, and they are spotting ahead of the fire. That's why this fire is moving so quickly through this area, miles.
It is a difficult task given the amount of wind that we are seeing here,
Very large homes burned earlier. You can see that the embers must have gotten in the attic, but really no open flames. You can just see how these winds picking up just that little bit of black flush there, maybe picking up an ember, getting into it. So this fire remains extremely dangerous, even when there's not a lot of open flame. You can see right down through the middle of that house, complete loss. All it takes is just a little ember from that black patch off the left, just to get up into these eaves of these homes, into the attic space, and sit there and smolder for a couple hours, and this is what you get. Sit there and smolder for a couple hours, and this is what you get. Sit there and smolder for a couple hours, and this is what you get.
All it takes is just a little ember from that black patch off the left, just to get up into these eaves of these homes, into the attic space, and sit there and smolder for a couple hours, and this is what you get.
You know, it's at times like this I wish I had a larger audience. I'm going to put it on a couple channels. The revelation of the theory that I just got downloaded to my brain. And that's about the troops at the border, what they're really stationed there for. I don't think they're stationed there to keep those people out from the caravan. I think that was a big psyop, and I honestly think that they're putting those troops there to keep us in. You know, and I'm not one of those people to fall into fear porn of this is going to happen or this, but if you look back at the facts of what's happened in the past even 10 years, and then accelerating in the past few years, from the 30,000 guillotines that were bought by our government to the 25,000 or I think it's 25,000 indictments that went out. That I think those are going to be indictments for, like, truthers, large channels, and people that are waking people up. And I think stuff's about to go down. Again, I mean, this is through prayer, and literally just came to me. I didn't try to put thought into, oh, you know, the troops are here for, I'm just being honest, and I wish I had a larger audience for people to see this, because I honestly think that's the reason why the troops are there, is to keep us in. And people would be questioning if they didn't have that caravan, you know, instead of supporting the troops being there, questioning why are we sending so many troops and tanks and things to our borders. It's I don't mean to scare anyone, so I'm sorry, but we have to keep our eyes open and, you know, be alert and aware to what's going on. And I pray that people see this, and maybe the right person sees it to put it on their channel that has a large audience to get it out to people. You know, I mean, it just makes total sense, unfortunately. So, y'all bless you, and I hope everyone wakes up.
What are they telling us, folks? Okay? And all you that think that Trump is going to save your ass, the borders are going up to keep us in. This is turning into China. We're going to become the manufacturing representatives of the world. That's why Foxconn is going into Wisconsin, the largest manufacturer of your smartphones, as Chinese slave labor, where they have to put up suicide nets for the Apples and your smartphones so people won't commit suicide. And they're coming in to Wisconsin. And Google, Alabama, China, they're all over the place. And then here in Santa Rosa, they've got James Lee Witt, the former FEMA director, coming in and bringing his disaster capital firm, Secor, that made $15 million in profits from Hurricane Harvey. And also James Lee Witt has private companies called E5 and E6 visa programs that are bringing immigrants, Indian Chinese workers, into the United States, into Santa Rosa, to take over jobs out here as the homeless problems go nuts. It's going to get a lot worse, sorry to say, but truth be told.
You know, give it a few years, and it'll be the people of the USA wanting to be down here with you again.
Yeah, I see them. It's going to be backwards.
Are they actually targeting people with money and things and deporting them just so they can take their stuff?
What I think is that the government of the United States are using the Facebook, because a lot of people go and put so much information on it about themselves or whatever, families and and that's how they get to you.
Yeah.
Because that's what I think they got to me on Facebook, because all my kids and everything.
And so now you're down here, you can't see your kids, you can't see your family.
Nope.
And they just send you down here alone, working at a taco stand, and they just take everything. They don't.
Yeah.
It's just, that's the definition of it. That's terrorism. I mean, it's just. Are you guys hearing this? Are you like processing what it actually means when you say you support the Border Patrol?
I grew up over there. You know, everybody makes mistakes.
Sure.
But just because I was not born in the United States.
And even if you were made to leave the United States, the idea that without any due process, they can take all your stuff. If it's your stuff, it's your stuff, right? Even if they said you had to leave, they should say, well, here's your stuff. But the reality is, our federal government has no constitutional authority. And this is the thing here that it seems to be different in Mexico. I get the impression that if you get in trouble like this in Mexico, a judge actually has to go over it, right? A judge actually has to review it. In the States, the judge just rubber stamps it, just like they do with our probable cause warrants when they arrest us for victimless crimes. The judges don't even care. They don't even look into what's going on. I was talking to them earlier. They deport thousands of people a year that are actually American citizens because the judges don't even bother to look at the paperwork. They just stamp it.
Yeah, because I saw people that are like 100% Americans. Look, I didn't know if they were real Americans, whatever. But I was like, what are you guys doing here? You know, it'll be like people from different countries, you know, but not people that they look American that were in there.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know. They brought me over here and they're working on my paperwork, but it doesn't seem they're doing really well on it. So
just you know what? I just want to personally apologize.
Oh no,
for the USA, because the USA has become terrorist psychopaths. Our law enforcement are evil. Our border patrol is evil. We're not the land of the free anymore. and what they did is unacceptable. And if I could do something about it, you know, I'm looking down to here and to other countries because they're abusing all of us so badly. And so, you know, it's going down up there. It cannot sustain. Our entire nation is driven by fear and anger and hate and greed and chaos.
Yeah, but whatever they say on the other side, and the U.S., the Mexico is so dangerous, whatever. I've been here I live in Tijuana for 4 years, and nothing happens to me. And I walk over there from work to home, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I feel free.
And this is the thing. Don't feel bad about here because it's not you that's crazy. It's the USA that's crazy. It's our government that's crazy, and it's the people that pretend to themselves that our government's protecting us that's crazy. So don't ever let, you know, he was telling me how the U.S. Marshals treated him like crap on the way out, right? And the U.S. Marshals, I mean, I know lots of people, good activists, good people like the Bundys up in Nevada right now that stood up for their land rights that are in jail. The U.S. Marshals are insane. I mean, these people, they think they're gods, and they think they can do whatever they want, and there'll never be accountability, and it's not going to work that way.
Yeah, like I say, I got handcuffs on my ankles, and then I had handcuffs around my wrist. I mean, around my waist.
They treat you like a criminal for something when they're the criminals for something that you did 30 years ago.
Yes, and
then steal all your stuff and say that you're the criminal.
Then when we're on the plane, they give us a bologna sandwich with the bologna was still frozen in the middle of the bread. No mayo, no nothing. Just 2 pieces of bread and a bologna.
Right.
And a bottle of water that was warm. But like 5 minutes before the plane was landed in Mexico City, they give us a nice cold Coca-Cola.
To make themselves look good when they brought you out of the.
So it looks like they treat us really nice.
Well, keep your chin up down here because I see if people keep being bold and you know, you have far more personal freedom down here. We have lots of veneer in the States. We have pretty things. But the States is unsustainable. Our national debt is unsustainable. There's so much potential. People work hard down here. It'll get better. It's gonna get better down here. The USA, you know, give it a few years, and it'll be the people of the USA wanting to be down here with you again.
Yeah, I see them. So, it's gonna be backwards. Hey, anyways, nice to meet you.
It was Sergio.
Sergio, yeah.
Sergio. What was your name?
Andy.
Andy, good to meet you guys.
All right, man.
Hey, I'm going to pay you in just a second as soon as I finish this live stream. Gavin, sign.
We're here to serve you, man.
Yeah, excellent taco. Excellent taco.
Peace.